Hey guys, welcome back. So in today's video of Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Forex Trading, we will be looking into the types of Forex analysis. Alright, so Forex analysis are actually the analysis that you do, you read, you research about to determine the next price movement. Okay, so how does this analysis affect your trading journey? Okay guys, so without further delay, let's go into the video. All right, so there are a few types of forex analysis. Okay, right? So but in today's video we will be looking into the top three different analysis which most of the traders use. Okay, so the first one will be the fundamental analysis. Okay, so the next one will be technical analysis. So if you notice in the previous videos, right, so I have been speaking a lot about fundamental analysis and technical analysis, guys. So these are the types of analysis which at least 85 to 90% of traders worldwide uses. Okay, so and the final one will be sentiment analysis. Okay, right, so sentiment analysis is also an analysis that could be done, but these are based on the a bigger investors, right? So people who invest in billions and trillions of dollars. All right, so that we will look deeper into it. So let's go into one by one. Let's look into fundamental analysis. All right, so guys, what is fundamental analysis? All right, so this fundamental analysis is more like a macroeconomics, I would say. So if you know macroeconomics relates mostly into the global news, right? So fundamental analysis is basically based on global news. All right, so examples of fundamental analysis is the most important one is the non-farm payroll, guys, NFP. So NFP news will be out usually on every first Friday of the month. If let's say for an example, January the first Friday of January and February the first Friday of February, not the first date, guys. Okay, it's not about the date, it's about the first Friday of every month. All right, so the next example is of course the GDP of a country. Okay, and also the CPI, consumer price index of a particular country. Okay guys, so these are the types of fundamental analysis that every trader should follow. Why I say this is because this fundamental analysis plays a very big role in your chart, right? So in determining where the price is going next. Okay guys, so for an example of the websites that you could use to actually look into fundamental analysis are, all right, investing.com, forexfactory.com. So why there are actually thousands or maybe hundreds or thousands of websites, guys, but I do recommend you to use these two websites because I personally use both of these websites and I feel that the credibility is over there, and also these websites are highly trustable. Okay, so I will link to these websites in my description below, so if you guys want to check these websites out, you can do so at the description. Also guys, these apps are also available in iOS App Store as well as Google Play Store. All right, so there will be no issues if you guys are using your handphone or your your iPad or whatsoever. All right, so next, technical analysis. All right, so guys, this is the main game. All right, so technical analysis are plotted on the chart. Okay, so these are the type of analysis where you can actually see where is the price gonna go next, right? Okay, so this is, like I said, to determine the next price movement, and some of the examples are indicators, support and resistance, trend line, candlestick patterns, Fibonacci ratios. All right, so wait, just give me a minute. Okay, so these are the examples of technical analysis. Okay, so we can go deep into technical analysis, guys. So trust me, technical analysis is a topic which I would consider this as an ocean, right? So if I want to speak into technical analysis, there are I could actually do a series of videos, right? About 10 to 12 videos speaking just about technical analysis because it is that deep. All right, so this example, like indicators, support, resistance, trend lines, candlestick patterns, and Fibonacci ratios, these are an example only that I could give you. All right, so we will be looking into one by one in the later part of the videos, which I guess I would do. But in the meanwhile, these are the examples if you might want to do your own research about it. All right, so sentiment analysis, like I said, okay, come on. Sentiment analysis is a type of analysis which concerns the market, okay, which concerns the market's spec. Wait, okay, so it follows the market sentiment, right? So it is determined by the market speculators. All right, so this sentiment analysis is a little bit risky for you guys to use, but then, right, so if you get the right channel for you to use sentiment analysis, then you would do great, right? So because I personally am not using sentiment analysis, all right, so I will not use sentiment analysis as well. I will stick myself to fundamental and also technical analysis because that works best for me. But if let's say you could find a channel for yourself to do a sentiment analysis, then by all means guys could go ahead. All right, so this determines the long and short ratio, which is determined by the market speculators. So whichever direction the market should go, right, is determined by the market speculators. All right, so high possibilities of price movement reversal. Okay, so no matter how good your technical analysis is, right, so at the end of the day, like I said in my first or second video, right, so the market speculators are actually the people who actually move the market, right? So these are the people who invest in billions and trillions of dollars. So they are the market movers. Okay, market speculators, in other names you can call them as market movers, right? So no matter how good your technical analysis is, but depending on the fundamental global news, right, so these market speculators will move the market just like that. So there are high possibilities of the price movement reversal if you follow sentiment analysis, right? So just okay, for an example, okay, let's say um, some big time investor, right? So he comes into the market and he invests about, probably, let's say, about $80 billion, right? So in that particular movement, right, so he is one person who invested $80 billion. Let's put it in a scenario where there are 10 of them, right? So that is almost $800 billion, right? Okay, so in this scenario, so these people determine where the market should go. Okay, so if let's say you follow this analysis and probably you might want to go long on Euro USD, right? So if these market speculators decided that okay, fine, I'm gonna just take it out, okay, I'm gonna sell it off. So when you place your movement in a long, it is going to reverse and it's gonna go short, right? So if you follow sentiment analysis, it's a little bit tricky and complicated, where the risk is over there. Okay, so moving forward, let's do a quick recap on today's video, right? So fundamental analysis is actually regarding macroeconomics, which is global news, GDP, interest rates, CPI, and stuffs like that, which is news. Basically, it's a global news, okay, sudden news, like for example the COVID-19 right now. Okay guys, so if you were in the market during the initial global lockdown, you could have actually experienced the price movement of a lot of currencies and also metals like gold. So the price was like crazy, literally crazy, going up and down, like there was no complete or clear direction where the price should go. Okay, and the next one will be technical analysis, where you use your indicators, the support and resistance, trend lines, Fibonacci ratios and stuff like that. And finally, the sentiment analysis, which follows the market sentiment.